The CEO of Binance predicted on November 15 that the price of XRP Ripple would skyrocket. Sherman, however, added another criticism of the XRP token in a recent conversation with Fox Business reporter Alina Turid. Sherman has previously called on the Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) to take legal action against cryptocurrency exchanges that supported Ripple's XRP tokens. Welcome to XRP Insider. We provide the latest news of XRP Ripple. To stay updated with exciting news, please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel. To know more, please watch till the end. The Securities and Exchange Commission and Ripple Labs are currently engaged in litigation, and the Blockchain Association, a nonprofit organization devoted to advancing the interests of the cryptocurrency industry, has asked for permission to publish a summary of that litigation. The group's request for summary judgment should be granted, according to the amicus curiae note that is annexed to this brief. Additionally, while these summaries can add any new evidence, they can also add more information about the already established facts of the case. Summary trial was recently completed in the case before the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. The Blockchain Association, a Washington, D.C.-based advocacy group that seeks to put the case's facts into context for the wider ramifications that the ruling could have for the cryptocurrency industry, was the venue where both sides argued that the trial was unnecessary because the facts were not in dispute. Instead, they asked the judge to rule on the case based on the facts already presented there.
It's not a stretch to say that this case's resolution could have a significant impact on the $1 trillion in annual revenue generated by the sector.
The Blockchain Association released a statement in support of the research, expressing concern that the widespread adoption of blockchain technology could have unintended consequences for the future of the American economy. If the decision does not strictly relate to the facts and law at hand, the Blockchain Association expressed concern. The proposed review uses tokens in the real world in settings other than investment contracts in 2020. For failing to list the XRP coin as a security, the SEC initially filed charges against Ripple. Since then, the SEC has argued in court that XRP qualifies as a security both when it is issued and when it is sold on secondary markets. A harsh stance from the SEC is that even after a token has been transferred, it is still inextricably linked to the investment contract under which it was sold. According to the author of the amicus report, the executive summary attempts to identify which sectors of the industry may be affected by what he perceives as poorly defined standards for the use of tokens. If the token is not transferred, along with any legal rights between the issuer and the original buyer, it might simply wipe out that industry. Is the SEC's history of making public statements that are contradictory, incomplete, and ambiguous, as well as its approach of enforcing regulations, are other major points of contention. Because it is not taken into account by securities regulations how an object that may have been issued as a security may continue to exist after being detached from all forms of investment contracts. The sixth argument, that market participants can simply follow securities laws, is unworkable. It is crucial that you pay close attention as you attempt to apply the Howey test to the Blockchain Association's request, given that a number of other organizations have made attempts to provide amicus arguments. Alyssa Torres, a U.S. District Court judge, and the Investor Choice Advocates Network have been granted permission to file amicus curiae briefs in support of the Ripple Blockchain Corporation after nearly 2 years of arduous litigation with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC argued against Ripple's request for a summary trial by stating that there is no disputing the facts that the defendants engaged in unregistered securities sales. Ripple makes it clear that they do not anticipate passing the Howey test, she continued. According to the SEC, Ripple's study of the Howey test was an attempt by the blockchain startup to develop its own test based on a state law from before 1933 by removing 2 words from context and then claiming that they passed the test. The SEC also claimed that XRP is a security due to the fact that it is widely held. Purchases of XRP took place in exchange for cash, and buyers pooled their resources to finance a joint venture with other people, which had a cascading effect. Additionally, according to the SEC, management at Ripple's misled investors into thinking that XRP would turn a profit. A few of the individual defendants also asserted that there was doubt as to the reliability of the XRP sales and offerings. After the changeover, roughly 1 month, in June 2018, Hinman's 2018 speech drafts were included by the SEC. The Securities and Exchange Commission (SEC) requested that the Chamber of the Justice of the Peace net burn the proposed revisions of 2 draft documents that discuss decisions currently being considered by the SEC, as well as edited versions of those documents, because they contain discussions of the agency's these issues in order to comply with the court's ruling on July 22. The following is a passage from the CC's petition. The SEC humbly submits for a closed review the proposed changes to 2 drafts of Director Bill Hinman's June 2018 speech, which discusses the Commission's decisions on April 11, 20. The court determined that SEC employees' internal communications regarding the potential influence of human speech on other agency matters may have been subject to editing, contrary to what the SEC had claimed. Pages 6 of Record 29 and 5 of Record 35 both had yellow marks to indicate whether the SEC thought specific changes should be made, the court found. Additionally, those pages were submitted for review along with the rest of the records. He came to the conclusion that the suggested changes had been presented to Judge Sarah Net Byrne. Ripple will probably respond to the SAT's request in the coming days. The Securities and Exchange Commission was reportedly ordered by Judge Annalisa Torres to provide rough drafts of human scandalous speech to the public. It took more than 18 months and 6 court orders before Hemmer's documents, including his internal SEC emails and early versions of his contentious 2018 speech, were made public. According to Ripple's general counsel, the SEC rejected Hemmer's materials after 18 months and 6 court orders, which prompted a number of responses from individuals like Stuart Older. Sadly, these papers fail to establish whether or not XRP is a security. On the other hand, the general counsel for Ripple's has said that these records will be kept private for the time being. Getting these notes, in his opinion, was well worth the trouble. Stuart Older, general counsel for Ripple, tweeted a message on October 21 urging followers to ignore the SEC's allegations. Garlinghouse asserts that by making the materials available, the Securities and Exchange Commission is attempting to demonstrate that it values disclosure, transparency, and clarity. The SEC wants you to think that it values clear communication and that it will always be honest and precise. When the truth comes out, you'll have to deal with the consequences if you don't believe them. The brazenness of their conduct here will astound you. Elon Musk, the CEO of Tesla, responded to the screen by saying he does not in any way endorse XRP, and criticizing the SEC as a result of many people in the area being shocked by the news. The richest person on earth has been battling the SEC for years, making him an expert on the subject. The displays in front of you the 24-hour trading volume of $1,294,436,065 is shown alongside the current XRP price. Additionally, this page is constantly updated with the XRP price in USD. Have you faith that XRP can win in court and recover to its previous value despite the 4.8% drop in price over the last day? Please respond in the section below. Okay, this is finished for the day. We appreciate you watching the video through to the end. We would like to make it clear that this is not a platform designed expressly to offer financial advice, and we are not requesting that you invest in any particular business. This is just a route used to deliver instructional material to your door. See you again soon on XRP.